Hey guys, how are you going? So, I just finished up at my kids' school. I had their celebration of learning for my little boy, where I got to see all his work from the term. It's his first year at school, he's 5. And I also went to the Easter hat parade that they had on. So I got to see their Easter hats, and it was all very cute, and their little Easter songs. And that, coupled with a conversation I had with a client this morning, has got some thoughts running around in my head. Hey Ames, hey Larry, how you guys going? So I was having a conversation with my client this morning about pride and about ego. And she said if she felt like she could be proud of herself, then she would look egotistical. It's like, oh, hey, look at me. I think I'm top shit. I'm talking about myself all the time. And in society, we're told not to do that. We put ourselves down naturally, and other people pull other people down when they're doing well. Tall poppy syndrome, we call it here in Australia. And people get jealous and they push others down, but that is their own shit. It has nothing to do with you. And so when you're proud of yourself, you don't need to share that with anyone else. Oh, sorry, phone call was just coming through. Just declined it. So you can be proud of yourself and share that with others, but you can also be proud of yourself for yourself. And what my picture or stereotype of ego is a guy in a Lambo or Ferrari or something like that with a Rolex on his wrist who is only talking about himself all the time and caring about himself, and is not living a life that's helping anyone else, and just really full of themselves. That's what I see as ego and kind of materialistic and things like that. Now, when we really look at being proud of yourself, it's not about that. It's not about material possessions. It's not about just talking yourself up for the sake of it and talking about yourself all the time. What it's about is really loving and accepting yourself and stepping into a place of being proud of your achievements, of how far you've come, and of exactly where you're at right now. Because if you can't be proud of those things, then you're not going to create what you want in the future, or you are, but it's going to be a lot harder. And so with what you want to create and the help that you want to give in the world, it comes from a place of connection within yourself and love and acceptance, knowing that you are deserving, that you are worthy, and you deserve to get everything that you want. And when you come from that place, you're able to have a balance of giving and receiving. A lot of people that I work with, and myself included in the past, are just give all the time, wanting to make a difference in the world, wanting to help people, giving people compliments or gifts or support, but then not actually being able to receive it themselves. When you receive a compliment, shrugging it off. Or I see a lot of people, if I compliment them on their outfit, they're like, oh yeah, it was just $10 from Target. You're just downplaying it. You don't need to say that. It's like, accept the compliment, smile and say thank you, and leave it at that. And it's also in accepting help, accepting support. And when you're able to have this balance of giving and receiving, then you're able to receive opportunities, receive your ideal clients, receive help and support, and receive money as well. But you have to have the balance between the two. And so I'm going to say hi to a few people. Hey Sean, hey Key, hey Linda, how you guys going? And if anyone else is on that I haven't seen, say hello. So is this making sense, guys? Is this helping? Hey Atlas, how are you? So we've got to have that balance between the two. You've got to be proud of yourself for where you're at and everything that you have achieved, rather than just constantly focusing on what you haven't achieved and pushing and pushing. Because if you keep pushing and thinking about what you haven't yet achieved, then you're never going to be happy. It's about the journey, not the destination. And I know that sounds cliche, but the thing is, I was pushing so hard to make a certain amount of money per month. And then when I had that and I had the lifestyle that I wanted, when I got there, it was like, okay, what now? And it's about being happy and in alignment every day. It's about the little things, not just the big things, not just making a heap of money or traveling or doing these big experiences or things like that. It's being happy in the small things. It's being present and being mindful as well. Hey Louise. Hey Amy. Hey Jodine. How you guys going? Thanks, Key. So what I wanted to tie this all into, and let me know if you guys have any questions or comments on this or anything else as I'm talking, but the piece from my client this morning, and then also from my little boy at school just now. So when we were sitting down in the hall and he showed me, he'd already just shown me his work, I asked him, what was your favorite thing from your work? And he said, my puzzle, doing the puzzle. And he said with 100% conviction and certainty and confidence, I'm the master at puzzles. And I was like, that's so cool. And, you know, if a 5-year-old can say, I'm the master at this, and say that with 100% confidence and certainty in themselves, and be proud of themselves for being the master at something, then you can do that as an adult. And I want you to think about, what are you the master at? How can you build your confidence and know that you are amazing, that you are deserving, that you are worthy, and fully accept all parts of yourself? You know, the positives and also the perceived negatives, because I don't think there's any negatives. You know, I've been told at times, well, when I was younger, that I was bossy, but the positive of that is that I'm a leader. My mum knew that I was a leader since I was like 2 or 3. I was telling my sister what to do, being the teacher. She said I was full on as a kid, because I was like this leader, this person that was so sure of themselves, and from a really, really young age. And so if we can do that as kids, let's do that as adults as well. Let's be proud of ourselves. Let's share the things that we're amazing at with the world, and really honor those gifts within you, because it's so important. And there's so many people that put themselves down, that don't love themselves. We need more self-love in this world. Imagine if everyone was walking around just happy within themselves and loving themselves. Imagine how much of a different place this world would be. And anything that triggers you outside of you is really just a reflection from within you. And it's finding those things, finding those old patterns, those limiting beliefs, the things that are holding you back, and allowing yourself to heal those wounds. My mindset coach says when we heal our wounds, they become our superpowers. So if you were feeling when you were younger that you weren't worthy, now you can teach other people to build their self-worth. If you struggled with abandonment, you can help people with that. Whatever you heal is your gift to share with the world. But you have to heal it first. You have to do this work on yourself to be able to show up as an inspiring leader, as someone who can coach or train or support others without all your crap going on. And there's always going to be stuff that we're working through. We're never fixed. But if you can show up in that place of alignment and connection within yourself, you can do amazing things in the world. So I'm just going to read some of these comments now. Louise said, great, thanks, hon. You look peaceful. Thank you. I am. I love that. I'm the master of 33 blends. Awesome. I'm a master of helping women transform from stress to tranquil and connected. Love it. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Amy. So if anyone's jumped on partway through, make sure you go back and watch the start. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching, and leave a comment or any questions here as well. And if you're not already in my free group, it's called Time Hackers. Just search for it, or I'll pop the link here later on as well. I'm going to go and get some food before I have my spiral call with Amy, actually, who's on here right now. And thanks for jumping on, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.